Hey guys, how's everybody doing today? Around here. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm not doing too bad. Worked for a little bit today. Was supposed to go sanitize all my equipment and get things around for tomorrow, but I ended up just wiping down tanks and cleaning. So I didn't even get anything done I was supposed to. Besides that, I got off early for this, so there's that. It's always a plus. We got a crowd already. Yeah. Freaking Bunny commented yesterday on it. She was the first one in here. We got S, Rainer, Jennifer Weaver, Brooklyn. No problem, Brooklyn. Jenny Lynn, no worries. Dream Fish Keeping. Lady Meadowhead. Matt. James. Keith. Yeah, I hope everybody's doing good today. Don't have too much planned for today. I was going to talk a little bit about aquarium maintenance, more so the professional side of things. It's really about it. And even then, there's not even really much I want to say. Surf City, I appreciate it. Geek Boy, you too. Got about a bajillion holes to put through block walls and tons of cable to run. Not sure how I'll be able to work once I get out of here. Understandable. Seems like a lot of work. I fucking hate running electrical. Man, it kind of pisses me off. It was like 70 to 85 degrees for like 3 days straight, and then back down to the 40s and raining and shitty over the last like 4. It's not too bad or too bad. It could be an entire electrical system. Wonderful. That's pretty much how I feel, Lady Metalhead. Yeah, it is pretty much how I feel. It's just one of those days. Half raining and half not. I did go on and test out uh, Cards Against Humanity and stuff on StreamYard last night, so that was pretty neat. Worked out pretty well. Got everything set up and ready to go. Gina, hey chick. I guess so. I guess I did. But no, one of the things, or what I wanted to talk about a little bit about maintenance and stuff. You ever wondered how all these professional escapers and whatnot clean algae from the silicone in the crack of your tank, in the corner of your tank? There's quite a few different ways to do it without destroying the seal. One way I do it is I'll take I have a bunch of microfiber cloths that I cut down into like little squares about yay big. But I'll take it and I'll kind of wrap it around my finger, right? And very gently run my finger up and down the silicone on top of the silicone very lightly until it comes off. Could take a while, depending on what kind of algae it is and if it's digging into the silicone a bit, but eventually it will come off and you'll have nice, pretty seals like this all the time. Um, the fiber cloth isn't coarse enough to really grab onto the silicone too much. The trick is not to push too hard, and it'd be good. Um, yep, it's got to be nice and clean, obviously, because you're putting inside of your fish tank. You don't want that residue from like fabric softeners and detergents getting in your tank. What if you have a rock extremely close to glass? How to get the right spaces? Actually, I have I don't have it here with me, but I made like my own scraper. I took just the regular like the blue non-scratch pads you get from like Kroger's or something for scrubbing pots and pans. I took one of those. I got a sheet of plastic that was about yay thick, maybe a quarter of an inch thick, but sturdy enough. I can put some pressure on it up against the glass. Well, I cut out like a little spatula looking thing with that plastic, and then I glued that scratch pad down on the bottom of it, so I was able to take it and like shimmy it down along the backside or in between scaping and stuff like that, and it works really well for me. I have to get the one I have at work and bring it to you guys. Bring it, show you guys. Fuck, I've even done it with an actual spatula before because I lost the one I had. I just siliconed a non-scratch pad to a fucking spatula. Sometimes it worked just fine. Besides that, actually getting in there and moving said rock or piece every time you want to scrape behind it. Sometimes you have to, depending on what your setup is or what your scape is. Hey, man. Hope you're doing good today. Yeah, that would work too. Yep. Um, One of the easier ways to go is getting an actual like professional algae scraper. Comes on a metal stick and it's got like a triangle down the end that holds a long flat razor blade. And those are great to use too. I use them a lot. I have several of them. Dish brushes work good. Yeah. Hmm. What are some of the utensils you guys use to get algae out of tight places? Hey, degenerate. Jason, how are you doing? How are you doing today? God damn. Can't talk, it seems. Toothbrush, yep. Another good one. Oh, man. Box cutter blade, yep. One of my favorite tools is the metal scrape stick, is what I call it. Here, you can get them anywhere from like this long to fucking 4 or 5 foot to reach down to the bottom of tanks and stuff. The one that I have is a fluval, and then ADA also makes a really nice one. But personally, I don't care to go spend $40 on a nice one, so I'll go on Amazon and shop around a bit, find a nice solid stainless steel one. The telescoping ones suck asshole because they're so flimsy. You got a metal scraper, but the blades suck. I don't feel like the floating scraper. Yeah. Um, Seachem has a really nice scraper. They've got a long handled one and a short handled one. The one side of the blade has a razor blade, and the other side has a scratch pad for acrylic. They're like $10, but those ones are one of my favorites. They said they're made by Seachem. Very true. Very true. But if you want like the nice utensils and escaping tools and all that stuff, I mean, some of them are kind of worth it. Some of them, not all of them. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Ricky. Hey, here we go. Not sure where my Seachem scraper is, or else I'll pull it out right now. Somewhere around here. What I plan on doing later this afternoon is organizing all my shit in here. Ever since I moved everything around the last time, I just kind of threw everything up on the shelves underneath the tanks and kind of left it. Haven't fucked with it since. I haven't had time to. Today I do. I need to finish doing the flooring in here too. Ripped up all the carpet and all that stuff that was in here before I moved all these tanks in. And I was gonna seal it with rhino liner actually, like the bucket. It's like rhino liner anyways, but it's that coarse like liquid plastic stuff. I was gonna seal my floors with it in here, and then go up the wall, probably about that far. Seal that bottom edge of it too. Tough Coat, I think is what the name of it is. The Sea Kim one is floating though. Starts to hurt my razor. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that was the one you were talking about. Yep, magic erasers work well. The main algae scrubber I use are just the blue non-scratch pads. I use those more than anything. Not very often I need to use even the long handled metal scrape sticks. That and I got some long ass arms, so I can pretty much reach whatever tank I want. How many tanks I have to actually reach down pretty far to get. Sometimes it's nice not to be sticking my arm in a fucking tank though, especially when you have multiple tanks. Don't be too careful with cross contamination. Yeah, they have here too, Ricky. They're starting to come down kind of progressively, slowly, little bit by little bit, but it's still fucking expensive. The only time I ever have acrylic at tanks or anything like that is if it's a show tank and nothing else, or if it's an old saltwater tank or something like that, or sump. Well, shit, Brooklyn. It's no good. Only Oscars. How you doing today, chick? So everybody knows who won from the giveaway on the 21st. I did get all my boxes today, so I'm gonna get everything else around here, and I should have them out by the beginning of next week. Those of you who forgot, winners were Mexicali, Christopher, Mike's Aquatics of Things, and Monster Fish Gal. Oh, you're good, Gina. You don't have to do anything if you don't want to. I don't give a shit. Whatever you do is appreciated. Oh yeah, Christopher. I was just letting all the winners from the giveaway stream last week that I got my boxes in today, and I'll be able to send everything out at the beginning of next week. Maybe you don't, but there's a hell of a lot of people over here that pay a lot of fucking buttload of money for nice tanks, and there's ways around that. And one of the biggest ones is when you're filling the tank back up with RO water, taking that RO water and spraying the salt off the side of the glass from the inside. On the outside, it's a different story. Melamine foam as well, yeah. Yep. I use those or the melamine pads, the non-scratch pads, and razor blades. That's pretty much all I use. Oh, Dreamfish. I'm not able to get them through my wholesalers. That's how I got those. Usually they come with pre-fit coolers in them too, little styrofoam coolers. So I don't have to go cut no fucking styrofoam. Yeah, that's true. Sinless, I'll just scrape for one scrape. I'll have to go check it out. Huh. Tiger floating magnet scraper? Yeah. I'll tell you what, people are gonna hate me for this, but I can't fucking stand the goddamn mag floats. Can't fucking stand them. Yeah, they got a strong magnet, but they are outrageously expensive. Why in the fuck would I pay $45 for a goddamn algae scraper for a 20-gallon tank? Eat my ass. No, thank you. Yeah. Heck yeah, Ricky, that's pretty cool. Yeah, fuck that. Fuck that. No, thank you. Sure, if they were free, they'd be the best goddamn algae scrapers or the magnetized algae scrapers out there, but I am not paying that much for a fucking algae scraper. There's so many other brands that are so much cheaper and work just as good. Hmm. Oh, I actually wasn't going to throw out the link today, Mr. Grumpy. If I'm being honest. Just me today. Slipper's not badass. yeah, the sleek looks pretty nice. There you go. Hmm. I'll have to go through and make a list of all of the equipment that I use for you guys. Hmm. Having a magnet cleaner would make life so much easier. It's just a cost. I can't make myself take right now when I've been using the same razor blade. Yeah, understandable. 18 people. Heck yeah. Well, make it bigger, Ricky. Make it bigger. I understand that, but to me, it's still not worth $100 a fucking scraper. Alrighty then. Yeah, you did the truth. And even then, sometimes it's hard to get off, especially when you got a tank that's like 20 years old. Anyways, found another batch of longfin bristlenose down there and hide down back there. Give them another week or so and let them hatch out. Throw them in a breeder box. Oh no, all I did was move fish around. I took all of my angels out of there and put in black belt, two little juvenile black belts, firemouth, and a breeding pair of polar blue tiger parrots. And just from doing that, they started breeding for me again. So, and pretty goddamn regularly, which I'm pretty excited about. All sorts of them now. Mm. Like I said, guys, I didn't have a whole lot planned. I just wanted to chit chat a little bit about maintenance. And that's about it. Speaking of which, I gotta go scrub algae in that little quarantine tank for some pictures. I'm gonna get some pictures of those. Try to get some good pictures of those red hummingbird tetras. I've got a couple, but they weren't the greatest. We sat there for like an hour trying to get pictures of them. What do I use to clean my pumps? Usually vinegar. I'll take them and I'll soak them in a 5 gallon bucket full of straight vinegar, not diluted, nothing, straight vinegar. And then I'll take them out of there and I'll let them sit for a day or two and just some plain water. After that, I'll take them apart and scrub them up and put them back together and throw them back. I wouldn't advise leaving your pump set out of your tank for a few days if you don't have another pump that's in there running. So keep that in mind. Yep. Well, sometimes when you get a good calcium buildup on your pumps and stuff, diluted vinegar just does not work. So just straight vinegar kind of it erodes it down after a while. After you dip it or rinse it out in the water for a while and it's all nice and soft enough, you can scrape what's left of it right off or wipe it right off. Hey, Patty. Pretty much. Pretty much. Got to keep the pipes clean. Mystery Snail Guardians. Ah, I was just going to leave that penned up there for a while, but then I forgot I made this. Yeah, good. Hmm. Yeah. Just vinegar. Trying to figure out what super salt water is. Yeah. Yeah. I had Adkins and Gina help me test it out last night. I got everything ready to go. Um, if you want, I can send you the website we'll be using, so that way you can tinker around with it a bit. We have access to like all the packs or all the add-on packs for it too. So pretty cool. I'm pretty sure I messaged. Yeah, I messaged everybody last night, kind of let everybody know. All figured out. Jenny, actually, for my reptile enclosures, I use diluted bleach water and I let it dry out real good. Real good. And there's other cleaners and stuff that are reptile safe that you can use, but that's what works best for me. I'm pretty mindful of it too, so. I'm telling you, you guys are in for it. It's gonna be a blast. We have some awesome people coming up. Rob's Aquarium Room. How's it going? Oh man, I haven't even looked at the schedule or Fish Fam schedule for today. I guess I should go do that. Oh shit. We got plenty of time. Plenty of time. Not doing too bad, Rob. Having an easy day today. Got off work at about 1:30. Foxy at 7. Yeah. It looks like as soon as somebody else is coming on is 5 o'clock. So how many of those bristlenose do I have left? Well, considering there's another batch brewing right now down in the hide, uh, counting those, probably over 150, if I'm being honest. Gina and Atkins got a good look at how many I have growing out right now. There's a bunch. I fed them all last night. They're all down in one corner. I've got more than I could ever want. Yeah, definitely. That's just like Misfits manager. Yeah. When I have some mysteries and snails in there with all those baby bristlenose, and they're not shy at all. Like I said, literally they were all like crammed up in a little corner, and the mystery snails would just go plowing right through a giant pile of bristlenose plecos. It was funny. Well, get a bigger tank. I'm the last person you should bring that up to because I'll tell you to do it every time. Get a bigger tank. Hey, Paul. Hope you're doing good today. Patty, jeez. When the snails don't have algae on their shells, they are mere obstacles in the pleco path. Yeah. Yeah. Ain't that the truth? Like I said, they don't, those mystery snails aren't stressed out one bit. They're always out and about, moving around, and happy as can be. I'm glad I got to them before the person that I got them from killed them. They were in some pretty bad shape. They're looking better now, but poor snails. Shells started deteriorating and stuff. Didn't have any calcium or anything in their tank. Jeez, that's crazy, Bunny. Yeah. All those guys will be moving into a bigger tank here next week. All right. Yeah, I bet it did. Sorry to hear that. Hmm. What would you guys like to talk about? Yeah, yeah, especially for those stuff like that or those larger species. Get some strong mouths, man. Good F. It's interesting. No problem, Buckley. I saw that. It's pretty simple. It's got like the messaging function where you can message people individually, and then it's got what I call our channels or different servers. And each one of those is like a series of forums in a sense. You got different topics you can choose from, and then you can also hop into a voice chat, chit chat through voice or video. Pretty simple. Just a bunch of chat rooms. Um, Trying to remember what game we were talking about, Brooklyn. We were talking about a bunch. The ones I've been playing: Star Wars: The Old Republic, Generation Zero. I think here, there's a bunch. Plecos be calcium deficient. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's super fun, Brooklyn. I played quite a bit. Well, I used to. I haven't so much recently. I haven't had the time to, but yeah, it's definitely good to think of that. Rainer. And just so he's aware, like you can invite people and play with friends and stuff on there too. I'm sure he figured it out once he opened it up. 2 seconds here, guys. I gotta go make sure my daughter's still laying in bed. She's supposed to be taking a nap. Just want to make sure. All right, she is out like a light. Oh yeah. Yep. I am. I need to check it out though. Yep. Damn straight, Patty. Gonna pick up some red claw crayfish earlier this month, but it turns out they are banned in Florida. Now I need to rethink what I want to use. Yeah. I didn't know they were banned down there. Doesn't surprise me though. Have a good day, Patty, or try to. Hopefully work's not too bad. Yeah. Heck yeah. Well, I'm glad he enjoys it. I played that game since it released. Now compared to when it was released, it's a lot better. It turned into a really, really good game. What do you do for a living, Patty? I'm just curious. Hmm. Yep, I haven't played Overwatch. I watched people play it. About it. Satan's mistress. All right, makes sense. It makes a lot of sense, Patty. Not sure how long I'll be able to stay on today, guys. Probably just until my daughter wakes back up. I know we can at least get a good hour in for sure. Hmm. Oink Master Supreme. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate you stopping in. Hanging out, chit chatting. There you go. I have to check it out. First thing I tell everybody though is I play for fun and nothing else. I play games for fun. I'm not on there trying to get mad because I got killed in a fucking Call of Duty game. Shit like that. So I definitely like most games. I was thinking about doing a game night thing. It's pain, but I've noticed from playing Hunt Showdown, it trains me really well for other first person shooters, James. Phoenix. Pretty darn well. Because it restricts your movement a bit. You're not able to move as fast. Like I don't know why. It helps me anyways. For me, road rage. 3G, how's it going? Sounds good. Scaper, how's it going, man? Hope you're doing good today. Hanging out, chit chatting. Yeah. Yep. Definitely, James. Yeah, I learned very quickly. Aim for them upper body headshots. Get your ass kicked every time if you don't. Yeah. I've busted a few too. Steam got hacked. Just saw it today and got the account locked. And now waiting for the support to reply. Interesting. I've never had that issue. Knock on wood. Yeah. So hopefully I can get some good pictures of those red hummingbird tetras. I really want to get some good ones. I finally figured out that my phone has a macro function. So I'm gonna try to take some macro pictures of those guys. Problem is, they like to hide anytime I come near the tank so far. So it's a bit challenging. Well, that's good. That's good. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, Gina. Just figured it'd be kind of good to do something every now and then. It's fun instead of just me cramming shitty information down y'all's throats. Well, maybe not shitty information, but you get my point. Yeah, man, I plan on doing like fish trivia and all sorts of stuff. Have a good day, Matt. That means you're taking off. Appreciate you hanging out. Yeah, Berkeley, for games like that, that's one of the more simple ones like that. I got quite a few of my friends stuck on that game too. Hmm. There's all sorts of stuff that all sorts of different games that we can play. We got another website like the one that we'll be using for Cards Against Humanity, but different kinds of like board games like Uno and um, what was it? Farkle. Farkle's another fun one. Just a bunch of board and dice games. But finding a good time to do it, I'll probably just be pretty flexible with it and just move it around as I need it or when I want to do it. So that way, if I want to do it like 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Thursday, I can, or if I want to do it on one of my late night streams, I could do that or pop up. I don't have any set time for it because I know a lot of people wouldn't be able to make it otherwise. I want everybody to be able to enjoy it. I want to break up friendships. We can play Monopoly. I actually don't care for that game, Ricky, if I'm being honest. It's all right. It's just not for me. Whips World, and how's it going? No problem, Skipper. Yeah, I'm not. I'm pretty decent at it. It's just not my kind of game. I guess. Sounds like a drinking game. Yeah, that it is. That it is. Can't wait for Sunday. It's the only day I actually take off for myself. Unless, unless I do shit like today, and take the rest of the day off after I get done streaming Thursdays. I normally don't. I mean, Cards Against Humanity could very easily be a drinking game. Adkins, how's it going, man? Hope you're doing good today. About an hour in, so we're just kind of chit chatting, hanging out at this point. Yeah, you did. I remember that. You even had me in on drinking in it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I really like Halo too. It's mainly what I play too is first person shooters. I like other games too, like Star Wars: The Old Republic that I've been really into lately. And that's not my style of game at all. It's like an overhead third person view. I remember that was funny. It's been a while since we've done something like that, Phoenix. We need to get the nerd mod crew back together. Do it again. Some more. That's funny. On my phone, that's instead of Alexa, it's Master Chief's voice. It's funny. Bex Fish Room. Hey, chick. Hope you're doing good today. Oh man. Yep. Sure can. First person shooter games make me throw up. Yeah, definitely be interesting. It set the score limit to like 20, so we're playing for like 3 hours. He's got the coolies in their forever home, and man, they out hunting and happy. Heck yeah, that's awesome, Bakes. Heck yeah. Wait, are you talking about in Cards Against Humanity? I'm trying to figure out what your opponent noobs in. Just take some practice. It's like anything else. For me, the first person shooter aspect really helps me put myself in the game, if that makes sense. What do you mean you're having issues with your dojo loaches, Brooklyn? What's up? Yeah. Yeah, I set it up for the 7th to make sure everybody that I had asked had enough time to figure stuff out if they needed to or whatever. And who knows? Something still may come up between now and then. You never know. But so far, these are all the people that I have asked and said that we're going to try to make it. It'd be really fun. So pretty pretty awesome group. It should be a lot of fun. You'd have to send me a video of it, Brooklyn. Most dojo loaches go nuts when you put food in the tank. Nuts. Absolutely nuts. Mine do it. A lot of times, like my the tank out in my living room, I have several dojo loaches in it. A couple platies and some swordtails, a bunch of about 13 other species of loaches in there too. But whenever I feed, they just go nuts, and I don't think they really pay attention to where they're looking because they'll like run down the sides of other fish and stuff, and like kind of like poke at them and stuff, trying to eat food. Um, that's what I've noticed with mine. Like I said, just to be sure, I'd have to really actually see it for myself to give you a good idea if that's normal behavior for them or not. Luckily, the way their mouths are shaped, they can't really do any damage or anything. So taking our big angelfish. It's like mine, they'll nibble on anything, um, even other fish and stuff. Not like nibble on them, but they'll run down and suck on them a little bit. It's kind of funny. I've never noticed them actually attacking another fish in any way. I've worked with hundreds of them, hundreds. Yes, they are a cold water fish whip. They do really well with goldfish and stuff like that. Yep. 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 Sounds good, Brooklyn. Mine do the same thing. They get really energetic when I feed. Really energetic. They're endless pits of fucking hunger, I swear. Yeah, like sumo loaches. Sumo loaches are little cock bags. I hate sumo loaches. They're cool. I love all loaches, but one of my least favorite species of loaches are definitely sumo loaches and stuff like that. My God, zodiac loaches are little shitheads too. Those things can be pretty mean and territorial. I did not know you guys had dojo loaches down there wild in the river. That's actually kind of cool. Kind of cool. I'd love to see a nice giant loach. In the aquarium, they usually dojo loaches can get about a foot. In the wild, they can get 2, sometimes 3 foot, from what I've read. Kind of neat. Yeah, just let me know, Brooklyn. Usually anytime after 7 p.m., I'm free, unless it's on a day like today. Understandable. It's definitely understandable. Luckily, with the rope fish, he's got such thick scales. He'll be all right. There ain't no way those dojo loaches can do anything to him. Um, I think angelfish maybe, like the tendrils of the tips of its fins and stuff, maybe. But I don't know. I'll have to check it out. Up to 2 feet. Yep. I actually want to try to have plans here in the future. One of my biggest goals in fish keeping, in my personal hobby, is to breed dojo loaches, or not dojo loaches, clown loaches. My father had a breeding project that he had going on for quite a few years. I'm gonna pick up where he left off. He passed away, so it's just one of those things I wanted to do for him. And then I'm also going to try working with some dojo loaches, which are a little bit easier, but still difficult. My zebra loach would not stand any other loach around him. It had to be separate from the other ones. Yeah, yeah, those guys are little assholes too. Um, Yo-yo loaches can be that way, especially when they're a little bit larger. I had a pair for a long time, and they were great. And then one day, one got pissed off at the other one, and I came back, and it ripped out at one's eyeball. I mean, all his fins were pretty much eaten off. He's still alive, surprisingly, but he fucked him up good. I had to separate him, and he does that to any other fish that's about his size too, or smaller. It's nuts. Nope, you don't have to. I mean, if you wanted to set it up that way, you can, but you don't have to. I'm not going to be planning. I'm not doing it that way. Fuck all that. All the research and everything that I've put together from Andre and my dad and a couple other people, I don't need to do that at all. Seems a little absurd to make a permanent breeding pool for something like that, unless I'm making thousands upon thousands of clown roaches at a time, and I'm not. Yeah, they sure are, Ricky. Feisty little things. know if my daughter's up or not. Well, for clown loaches, um, it's not just a concrete pool; it'd be a series of concrete pools. They can't to get them to breathe. They need essentially you have to try to imitate them being in a large river. So they need to go from one water parameter to another, to another, to another, and to do that, um, especially if you're doing large quantities, to build that system out of concrete would be ideal if you're doing it on a very large scale. Dude, if I get clown loaches to breed, it ain't gonna be just one. Hell fucking no. I'll be so goddamn proud I couldn't. Yeah, a lot of work. It is a hell of a lot of work. That and clown loaches only spawn once a year. I know about fire eels quite a bit. I own some. Mine looks like he ate a sack of kittens, lumpy, bloated from the poop chute up about 2 inches towards the head, acting normal though. Well, there's a chance he could be impacted. But if he's acting normal and stuff, obviously it's not bothering him quite yet. Um, Sometimes they could get a little bit of air in their intestines as well, which will cause that. Um, hmm. But most of the time, when you see stuff like that going down towards the anal hole, um, usually that's a sign of impaction with those guys. Hmm. Unless he's just taking a sweet ass time digesting. Could be too, or he's got a big old shit waiting to come out. He said he's acting normal, so and just kind of keep an eye on him. If he starts acting funny, then I'd start worrying a little bit. But if he's still acting normal, he should be. He'll pass it eventually. And with those guys, it's not like you can just feed them spirulina and shit to help slick out their guts. So it's more of a waiting game with those guys. Yeah, that is true as well as that. And what Dojo Loach is doing in the wild is constantly graze, constantly. They're constantly eating, constantly shitting. So um, when you're only feeding them like once a day, they go nuts. They get hungry. They get really hungry. But yeah, that's definitely a good point too. Well, unfortunately, there's not a whole lot you can give them for intestinal impaction and stuff like that. Trying to think, if anybody else has any ideas of what's going on here, I'll eat his bloodworms. Yeah, that's all I feed mine too. Bloodworms and tilapia. Um, hmm. Anybody got any suggestions to kind of help treat that? Is I normally like with me, if it gets to the point where stuff starts bloating and stuff like that, you know, a whole lot you can do. Probiotics. I mean, yeah, you can give them some probiotics and stuff. I mean, it's not going to hurt them in any way, but to get whatever it is into their system, so it kind of loosens up their intestines or slicks them up a little bit. It's difficult. Difficult. I don't really. Couldn't tell you. I wish Dr. Anthony was here. He'd probably be able to tell for sure. I have never seen a fire eel eat flakes. I've never hardly even seen one eat anything other than frozen or live foods. In my experience, the time you notice the bloat, it's already too late. Just stop feeding and wait. Yep. Yep. Stop feeding is definitely going to be crucial. I don't know why I didn't say that. Yep. Keeping an eye on them. Maybe an Epsom salt bath. Yeah, I never didn't think of that. ABC. How's it going, man? In your chit chatting about a fire eel with a little bit of bloat, real lumpy stomach, about inch to 2 inches in front of its anal hole. Oh, that's not good. I had a bit of a scare here when I moved those juvenile black belt cichlids down here. I had fed them some different pellets than I normally feed them, and they got super bloated. But so I just kind of stopped feeding, let it right out, and eventually the next day they came back around. They went down a good bit, but it's scary. I almost fucked them up. Won't ever feeding them those pellets again. That's for sure. Yep, yep, and that's pretty common for most people. Um, yeah, that's be the best thing I would say that you can do is just kind of stop feeding and let it ride out. Hopefully, his body will either absorb it or he'll pass it. It could, it could. But knowing Whip, he probably already has his tank at 80, 82 for him. So um, put it very much warmer than that. I mean, it's isn't really going to do a whole lot. Probably put it up to 84, 86 at the most, at the very most. I don't, the fine line with that, if you know what I mean. That was a good stream, Gina. Maybe soak the bloodworms in good probiotic and probiotics just before feeding. Yeah, yeah, that could definitely work too. That could definitely work too. At least give them that little bit of stuff there to hopefully help push it out. Yep, I've had it for the last few streams here, Steven. Finally figured out how to set it. I just never really fucked with the settings for the banners. So. I'm an unobservant motherfucker. I think they're talking about the one that I was up until like 3 o'clock in the morning or so. I didn't mean to do that. I don't want you to look at my face yet. I'm not ready. Magnesium sulfate. Yep. Try it, definitely. But in a lot of cases, like Degenerate was saying, I haven't had too much success with bloat and Epsom salt. That's just me. I've tried, but most of the time I just gotta ride it out, stop feeding and ride it out. Oh, yeah. Well, also at whips at the same time with those species of fish, like they can go a good while without food and they're gonna be okay. So even if you don't feed everything else that's in the tank, those guys are going to be okay. Um, I was just afraid with him having those issues, moving him to a new tank would stress him out a little bit. You know what I mean? It might not be favorable results. Hey, Danny. Hope you're doing good today, man. Hanging out. They have a good treatment and it requires injection. I've never heard of that. I have to look into that. Like the vet injects it, or you have to go buy the stuff to do it. You do it for Malawi bloat or Malawi bloat. Yeah. Okay. I didn't know that was a thing. Heck yeah, ABC. I'll have to go check that out when we get off here. I don't know when that'll be, but oh man. Sweet. I'm familiar with the use of aquarium salt. How much Epsom salt per gallon would you use to treat for bloat? How long would you use it per treatment? Um, it's been eons since I've used it. Um, so I can't really remember off the top of my head. Maybe if somebody else knows here, they could answer your question. I'll have to get back to you on it. I mean, I want rice fish. What the heck? Rice fish are great. Either or, depending on your availability of stuff. Okay. Yeah. That's actually like I never knew about that, and stuff like that could actually be pretty valuable for my business to know that I'm able to treat a fish in that manner. That's pretty reliable. I guess I have to look into it. Ain't nothing worse than having a few $100 fish that ends up getting bloat, and there ain't a goddamn thing you can do about it. Hashtag Team Slytherin. My variegated desert rose came in. Heck yeah, that's awesome, Caged. Dream fish keeping stream in 90 minutes. Heck yeah. Like a rice fish giveaway. Heck yeah. Have to make sure we all go over there for that. Copy that there so I can post it later towards the end. They're all melting together. That's funny. Two ponds sitting on my carport that was thinking of setting up and putting rice fish in. That'd be cool. That'd be pretty dang cool. When was it? What was it? Tuesday night, maybe? I think it was Tuesday night. It's either Sunday or Tuesday. Oh no, if I win, I'm giving the shit away. I'm giving it to somebody. It could have been the pop up that I did too Monday night. Yeah. One of those 3 days. Yeah, it was Monday night because I didn't go on until pretty late Monday night. Lamp eye rice fish are pretty cool. Snakes number 5. I've been setting up for bonsaiing them. Nice. Heck yeah. You have to keep us posted on that. That's pretty cool. Hmm. Interesting, Melissa. Yeah, that was Monday night. Now that I go back and look. Hmm. Oh shit! My arms are sore as shit today. A little bit. I have to go look at it. I don't think I've seen it. I haven't watched their stuff in a long time. By the way, Rainer, that paludarium's coming together pretty nice. Yeah, that would suck. That would really suck. It's funny. Yeah, you're streaming too. I gotta play for other people. I can't play for myself no more. I feel too bad if I do. Those guppies, though, I wanted those guppies, so I'm keeping those guppies. He did. I'm watching it right now. Get it muted, playing. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Whips. Is clipping puffers' beaks all that hard besides going through sedation? No. Actually, Trent from um, Well Done, Well Done Tanks, he's got a really good video about trimming puffer teeth. Really good video on it. How do you hold a puffer? Well, what I normally do, I've had to trim beaks once on a puffer, and it was a little figure eight, so tiny little thing. I just kind of cupped him in my hand like that, where the front of his mouth was just kind of poking out. So just kind of wrap my hands around them. That, and if they start wiggling and moving and flopping and flipping, they could definitely turn and bite you if they wanted to. So to keep your hand all the way around them keeps them from being able to flop. Kind of restrain them a little bit. Floyd's doing good, Melissa. He's doing real good. Chubby fucker. Still just as happy as can be. Hmm. Yeah. That's a good way to put it too. Ouch. Oh, my elbow popped. It hurt. I have sap getting buck tooth and a struggle with snail shells. Yeah. Yeah, if I was you, yeah. Well done's video was very well put together and easy to understand for trimming teeth. I'd go check them out if you want a good video on that. It's not hard at all. The hardest part is sedating them safely, in my eyes. Alligator clips. Shit. Wrong buffers. How's it going, Select Pet? I hope you're doing good today. You don't sound too happy about that, Mystery Snail. Tell you what, understandable. Yeah, I'm taking the rest of the day off too. I pretty much just went into the shop and wiped down tanks and did some cleaning, mopped the floors and wiped down the counters and stuff. Been working on putting together my office. And I'm done for the day. I don't feel like doing nothing. My daughter's been a fucking brat all day. Just one of those days for her. She's a grumpy little brat today. She has been asleep for about 2.5 hours now, so that's good. Hopefully she'll be a little better when she wakes up from her nap. Used Dremel to trim my box turtle's beak. Yep. Yep. I don't know how well that would work with a puffer fish, but for turtles and stuff, I've seen people do that too. Even birds. I do it with birds too. It says you're cunning and determined. I don't even remember what Gina said, Mystery Snail. Just wait until the preteen years? Yeah. Hey, at least then I could actually get after her ass about it. She's only 3 now. I can't really do anything about it now. But usually in preteens, man, you ain't back talking to me like that. Hell no. Find the glory of my right hand real fucking fast. You always have that sass at the ready. You are? Yeah. It is a lot faster. I feel that whip. Gardens was. That's funny. I'm shocked that I got thrown into Hufflepuff too. It's kind of funny. Very true. And she's pretty respectful. It's just some days, man, she's just having a bad day or something. Doesn't want me to touch her. She doesn't want to be next to me. She doesn't want me to talk to her. I can't even walk up to her and hug her without her screaming at me. She's funny. Yeah, and it's pretty surprising. See, the last time I did that, it told me I was a Gryffindor. So I don't even understand. Hmm. Oh, I gotta pull up Dreams channels. I know when to get off here. 8 at 5. All right, we got plenty of time here. Probably give it another. Try to give it another half hour here if my daughter doesn't wake up. Try to squeeze in 2 hours a day, and I'm gonna hop off. I don't want spam emails. Yeah, I got an old junk email that I use for shit like that. Yep. Damn straight. Huff and Puff. Are we talking about alligator clips again? We could be. We very well could be. Now we're talking about Harry Potter. Team Dementor. It's funny. Slytherin. Heck yeah. Oh shit. James is actually one of my good friends from the nerd community. He's one of my fellow mods. A good friend of mine. Some hairs in your pot. I can really see that scar on my lip today, and it's driving me nuts. Ravenclaw. Yep, sure is. And Phoenix, this is love. Melissa is love every animal from Nerd. Yep. It's funny. Yep. New England reptile distributors. Yep, yep. Mm, yeah, we are. Mm. I got to convert more of the fish fam into reptile nerds too. Well, not really convert, but add into their nerdiness reptiles. 'Cause fuck yeah. Yep. There's a black dragon. Yep, sure did. Kevin's a really great guy. I've been following them for quite a few years now. It's actually where my adult reticulated python came from about almost 20 years ago now. My father had bought her as a neonate, which is a baby snake, um, when I was a kid, and I've had her ever since. Grew up with more reptiles than I ever had fish. That's cool. What kind of reptiles? Oh, you got the black throat from someone else? Okay. Yep. He is super into fish, and he is goddamn smart with it too. He's got a whole fish store in his reptile store. Whole section. He keeps a lot of piranhas and stuff like that too. Yeah, I remember that. Think of adding herbs. Lady won't allow the snakes, so maybe start with leopard geckos and ease back in. I do miss the herb side of the fence. Yeah, it's it's wonderful. Definitely a good stepping stone reptile. Some leopard geckos. Legless lizards are sweet. I've always wanted one. Have I kept arachnids? I have. I had a Metallica tarantula for a long time there. And I've kept other stupid little species of spiders and rose hares and stuff like that. Tarantulas mostly. I haven't in years though. At least several. Like there's quite a few other insects that I've worked with too. Some centipedes and stuff like that. Someone posted a beautiful tarantula the other day in the Discord. Heck yeah. I didn't see it. I might have to go look around for it. Scorpions are fun too. Yeah, I had an emperor scorpion that I took care of for a few months. My buddies ended up going to jail for a couple months. Oh, this is on the other Discord that I'm in, the New England Reptile Discord, Gina. Speaking of, I'll post a link to that Discord for everyone. I will say there is about 4,000 people in this Discord. Um, we keep pretty good tabs on it, but there's a lot of younger people. There's a good mixture of everybody in this Discord. And there's always people talking and chit chatting. And if you ever need any help or have any questions or anything else, every one of us mods and a lot of the other people are more than willing to help try to figure that out. But other than that, it's a wonderful community. It really is. Yep, there is a fish section too, and that's my section. I forced them to put that in there for me. No, it's not. Go check out my Discord. It's super simple. Super simple. You just got different servers that have different or different topics that you can choose from to talk about. And you can talk to people through voice and video as well. That's pretty much the gist of it. Just a bunch of chat rooms. You ever want a crash course on Discord, let me know. I can tell you anything I know about it. Been doing it for quite a while. Yeah. I am too. It's a lot. Well, my thing is you can choose what you want to do in the communities that you're in on here. So that way, when you have a super toxic community, you don't have to be in it. You can go find another one. And yeah. Yep. There's all sorts of stuff you can do. Um, it's I use Discord more than most other social media platforms. Um, I've just, like I said, I'm a very reclusive person, and I don't deal with bullshit very well. I mean, I do, but I don't. So I'm very particular about the communities that I'm in and stuff like that. Right. All right, Whips. Have a good day, man. I'll catch you later. Oh, man. And I'll post another link here for my Discord for the channel here. Yep. That's all it is. Unless you do what I do and host watch parties and hang out and voice chat all the time, which is super fun too. All right. Well, actually, here, I got an idea. Discord. Give you a quick little crash course on it right now. All right. See what's going on here. Yep, there we go. All right. Now, over here is where it's going to list all your different servers. Like right here's Degenerates Discord. Here's my Discord. Here's New England Reptiles Discord. Right. Use mine as an example here. I've got an info section where you can post links and or portion where you post links and different info and stuff like that. Rules, announcements. I have a general talk, a fish talk, reptile, a not safe for work section, and a place for chat or moderators and advisors. And then just a spam channel for listening to music. And you have a couple watch parties. Jump in and out, real simple. To do a video, you just hit this little button here and it'll show your camera up, or you can share your screen as well. Um, yeah, each one of these channels just has a different topic. It's going to go with the flow. So each one's set up differently or has more sections and stuff and does different things. All sorts of stuff. There's gaming discords, fish discords, reptile discords, anything you think of. So this is the New England Reptile Discord. There's a lot in here, but the general stuff, you got your general talking, your different chat channels and stuff like that. And that's really all you need to know unless you're starting to get into moderator work and stuff on Discord. And it gets a little more complicated from there. But primarily, that's the gist of it. You can also do events or set up events and stuff. Like I do. I haven't lately, just because I haven't had a whole lot of time. But I've been doing like community party chats for like Father Fish's Discord and the New England Reptile Discord. I've recently started doing like watch parties in mine and stuff like that. And you can schedule that stuff with this. You just hit create event. Pick where you want it to go. Pick which voice chat channel or whatever. Then you set your times, your title, all that, description, even a thumbnail. Set schedule events and stuff like that. But yeah, that's not the gist of it. It's super, super simple. It just doesn't look like it. Yep, it's on PC and mobile. How do you voice message? Well, here. I gotta pull that back up. Give me a second. Yep, voice message. See down here at the bottom, this one says watch party and voice and video chat. You just click on one of those, and it'll see how my name popped up there and see a little ring as I'm talking. You can hear me. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's a voice call or a voice chat. Now they also have like private messaging, like up here, um, where you can send just different messages and stuff like that um, to people individually. But besides that, that's really about it. Which is how I got a hold of a lot of you guys that I asked about coming up and playing some cards with me next week. Yep, super simple. No, I don't use it instead of StreamYard. It's just I was just explaining that those are the things that you can do. Yeah, or you can join chat already in progress too. Yep. Hey, Jess, Aqua Gardens. Then hope you guys are doing good today. And Mike, I did, I didn't have you on Discord, so that's why I hit you up over there. Well, there you go. It's not working. Highlighted her message, and now I can't unhighlight it. There we go. I'm lagging a little bit or something. It's not good. Oh, you should know. Maybe. You can hear me. My internet fucked up. I guess it's back now. Well, thankfully, it looks like it's back. Cool. Yeah. Um, Something happened with my internet there. Went out. My router was going nuts. It still seems to be running pretty shittily. So hopefully it'll hold out for me here. Sorry, guys. Usually it doesn't do this unless it's real late at night, like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. All right, looks like we're holding steady here for now. At least stays that way. Trying to get at least another few minutes in here. Be happy with 2 hours. Which pixel is Brennan? Who fucking knows? This is the first time I've had this issue live. Yeah. Um, I did schedule this if anybody didn't see me show it earlier. This will be on the 7th. Saturday just seemed like the best day that would work out for everybody. So that's what I went with. We went with. Um, yeah, should be a whole lot of fun. Hope to see everybody there. Trying something new. And I'm going to straight up tell you, it's going to be adults only. That game gets intense. So if anybody has any kids that are usually around watching too and stuff like that, I would not have them around for that. Ricky De Hoyos, hey man, hope you're doing good today. Just hanging out, chit chatting. Not quite sure how much longer I'm going to be on here. I'm already almost to 2 hours here. We'll run for a bit until I feel like hopping off. And then I'm probably going to go hop over and hang out on my Discord for a bit until Dream Fish Keeping hops on. Give me something to do for a little bit. If anybody wants to join. Heck yeah. Another thing, what was I going to say? We are at 222 subscribers. So another 28 more, and we'll be at 250 finally. Then I can work on my next goal. Which reminds me, thank you for the 2 people who subscribed to me today. I haven't gotten any notifications on it. It also gave you a shout out. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Just a moment or two here. I'm probably going to call it once we reach 2 hours even. So everybody's aware. Like I said, I'm going to go hang out in Discord. So if you guys are bored or want something to do, come hang out on my Discord. Jet with me. No problem, Brooklyn. Thanks for being here. Yeah. I appreciate everybody hanging out. We had about 30 people in here, 35 at one point, which is pretty rad. Really like these Thursday streams. It's a nice time. I have plenty of time afterwards to do whatever. Well, for now. Yeah, I really appreciate everybody being here and showing the support. I try to do my best to show as much support to all of you as I can. Hope everybody has a good day. I'm going to try to do so myself. Enjoy some streams. Who knows? Something happens and nobody else goes late tonight. Maybe I'll do another pop up later tonight. I don't know. So, figure it out. All right, guys. I will see you in about an hour. Bye, guys.